What's going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we're going to be looking at what to look forward to in 2022. There's a lot of exciting times ahead at Port Adelaide. Unfortunately, coming off a prelim final loss to the Dogs, and we know how that ended. We know all that shit that happened, and I don't want to talk about it, to be honest. But we're going to get right into what to look forward to this year, because there's some big things to come for Port Adelaide this year, and I can't wait to see how it pans out. First of all, I'm going to start off with the big ticket item, and it's not even happening till the end of the year. But this year, the journey starts for the AFLW Port Adelaide team that will come across in the end of the year, end of 2022, when we kick off in the season 22-23 season. The AFLW team that's been long in planning. There's a lot to go into it and plenty of work to be done before we kick off that. But over the course of the year, I'll be doing a lot of stuff around the AFLW as well, because, you know, this is the next generation. AFLW, some people have their disagreements about it and, you know, the quality and all of that. But at the end of the day, it is a magnificent part of our history that is going to be made at the end of the year, and we're going to be joining the AFLW team. And I can't wait to get behind and support the girls in their journey for their first season. I am a foundation member of the AFLW as well, as so many are that have joined along over the course of the last year too. So I look forward to seeing what happens there. But Port Adelaide in the AFLW, another history-making moment. Number two, I'm looking at the one big boy that won the Brownlow medal last year, Ollie Wines, the big bull, Quadzilla, you name it. Any of his nicknames go with him quite well. But I'm looking forward to the season he has after the Brownlow medal. Now, Lockie Neal had a season where it didn't quite go to plan for him after winning the Brownlow in 2020. Now, a lot of people say that if you win a Brownlow, you don't have as good as a season as you did the year before. And there's a lot of good players that have great seasons after a Brownlow. And I think Ollie Wines will do that again. He's hit his prime, barring any injuries, which I know for a fact he's looking fit and firing. If he doesn't get any injuries, he's going to have another great season and carry us to another epic finals campaign, I hope. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Ollie Wines can produce in 2022, because he looks good, and I can't wait to see that round one game against Brisbane at the Gabba is going to be setting the tone. Number three, a lot has been talked about the young kids that have come through, Josh Sin and young Jace Burgoyne, and many of other youngsters that are coming into their second and third seasons. One in particular that Hamish Hartlett mentioned in his radio show on SEN was Lockheed Jones, and there's a lot to look forward to about him. He's already a fan favourite with the mullet, and he's got a big bulky body that can burst through with his speed as well, and he had a lot of ankle and hamstring troubles last year and only could play the handful of games. But I'm looking forward to seeing him put in a good quality pre-season, carry it into round one, and hopefully have a consistent year. And in that case, he's going to do a lot of damage and take a lot to stop him in 2022. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can produce after a pretty good first season, considering the injuries he's had. But I have no doubt he's going to make an impact. And it could very well be not just on the halfback flank, but in the midfield, up forward, you name it. Lockie Jones will be one to keep an eye on this year. Another one to keep an eye on is everyone's favourite boy at the moment, Zachy Butters. An injury trouble 2021. We saw glimpses of what he can do early on and in the later parts of the season, but obviously no consistency in the game last year. Couldn't quite get anywhere near to his best that we know he can, but he's a hyped-up player, just like Connor Rozee and Xavier Dersma. I expect a lot better things from them this year. They produced pretty good 2021s, but Dersma's injury, Butters' injury, Rozee was carrying injuries throughout the season. And as you saw, I spoke to Connor in his press conference, and he's looking forward to playing in the midfield. So not just Zac Butters, but the trio, Xavier Dersma and Connor Rozee. What they can produce in season number 4, time will tell. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they have up in their sleeves for this year, because midfield time, goals, you name it, I think it's coming our way with those three. And number 5. Now, there's many things that you can look forward to this year. You know, Robbie Gray, Travis Boak, the old Hogs, damaging a few midfields, maybe the return of Charlie Dixon, you know, if he doesn't have a serious injury. Myself, you know, plenty of content coming out this year. You name it. You know, whatever you see, you could get something better. No. I'm looking forward to winning a flag this year. It is time, Port Adelaide. It's time to win a flag, and it's there for the taking. We are right in the window. I do not want to see excuses, missed opportunities. A lot of people might actually put in this, and a lot of Ken Hinkley haters might put in their comments, oh, I'm looking forward to Ken Hinkley going. No, I'm looking forward to Ken Hinkley raising that cup and saying, I told you so, and we finally got there. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, so be it. I'm going to accept that what comes through for 2022, but it's a very important season for the footy club, and I just hope it lives up to expectations. Let me know in the comments below, Port fans, what you're looking forward to in season 2022. It's going to be a big year for the club, big year for the Pair, and a big year on the Inner Sanctum too. So make sure you subscribe to the Inner Sanctum YouTube channel as well as the Pair to get around all the great content that everyone is producing. As if you didn't know, I've joined the Inner Sanctum this year to produce and cooperate with everyone in the family of the Inner Sanctum to produce quality content on YouTube. And everything else as well, so keep an eye out for that. But plenty more content coming your way on the Pair too, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. As always, my name's Anthony. Go on, the Pair.